So I remade the Star Trek Into Darkness trailer shot for shot using only my iPhone, and there's no visual effects, so everything you see was accomplished exactly how you see it, in camera. After breaking down the original trailer into every individual shot, I had to figure out what it would take to accomplish each one. The trick is really getting the overall angles and positions of things in the frame. Then it doesn't really matter that the location is totally wrong, or it's like obviously my living room. This is our space elevator.
Action-packed.
I started with the costumes, which means finding all the various pieces at thrift stores. Matching the colors is important, and then I made them into V-necks with a little snip and some hot glue. I cut the emblems out of some old plastic and then spray painted them. So I'm just doing Spock's hand right now, but I didn't have a long sleeve shirt, so I improvised and just made a sleeve out of the back of the shirt. Probably how they did it in the real movie, right? I did some very sophisticated styling of wigs, too. I used the blonde one for the Screaming Lady, then cut it really short to use for Kirk.
I mean, this is probably weird because of that. Not sideways. Kind of looks like a Caesar cut now.
Yeah, it's got some bald spots. I got a little carried away with the scissors. I realized this time that I was gonna need a bunch of action figures, so I got some little guys and they came in really handy in a lot of different shots. Plus they don't complain much. I had to do some slight modifications on a couple of the guys to match their skin and hair and stuff for the close-up when they're running through the forest. Speaking of running through the forest, this was a tricky shot to plan and execute. I made a little foresty hallway with some boxes and spray painted them red. The cliff just goes off the edge of the table, and a deflated air mattress made a pretty decent ocean. But getting them to run just the right way and have the camera follow correctly was the real key. 5, 6, 7. I ended up doing a lot with cardboard this time, and once I made a bunch of little buildings, I could arrange them all sorts of different ways. Alright, well, this is my cardboard city. Looks pretty simple, but it took like an hour to draw all those windows. What else do you do when you need to get a shot of a whole city? You build it. The key to making any regular hallway into a space hallway is LED lights. That's all you need. You don't need to spend, millions of dollars on set design. There's $2 lights. Initially, it was just in one close-up, but I went ahead and built the entire Starship Enterprise anyway. Sort of a lot of work for one shot, but that's pretty much how these trailers go. Plus, I ended up using it again for the crash at the end, which I'm not even sure if that's supposed to be the Enterprise or not, but I just had to take a stab at it, so I'm saying it is. And the smoke machine came in handy too, filling in for the giant splash, and also a big shattering window that Kirk shoots a gun at. And when I say gun, I mean a handheld vacuum cleaner with a flashlight taped to it. And of course I did all the voices, sound effects, and music myself, just by singing it and making weird noises. And that's all there is to it. Let me know what trailer you want to see me do next, and don't forget to subscribe.
Wow.